Whoa, hello everybody, and welcome to the very first edition of the Elemental League pre-game show. So as you can see, we kind of gave it a new name. It's called The Waveline. If you were around in Season 1, we just called it the EDL pre-game show, and then I realized that that's too many syllables. So here we are. And as always, this is your host, Exernian, and I am joined by Clutch and Matt Pizza. So Clutch, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I mean, it's first week of EDL. There's been a lot going on, even though we really haven't played any games here. But it's gonna be a banger week. We've got some insane matchups already in week one, and I'm for sure looking forward to the stream match.
Yep, good to know. And Matt Pizza, how about you?
Good to be back on the waveline this time.
The
Oh
Uh,
waveline.
my
Yep.
god.
I'm already sad. Some of my predictions were already foiled, so we'll get to it. But yeah, it's been a day.
It really has been. So if you guys were around the first season as well, we obviously did all of this on PBU channel because we pre-recorded these at like ungodly hours. But we are here today live to bring you guys the very first stream, our second season of EDL. So we're just gonna get right into it. So I'm just gonna go over a quick brief of the league structure. So obviously we have two divisions. We have the Lunari and Solari divisions, and both of those have 7 teams each. And you guys can go double check which teams are in each division on either the master sheet or the EDL teams channel. We're also just gonna quickly go over them here. So we have 8 weeks of a regular season and 3 weeks of playoffs. So the regular season, they're all best of threes, and the playoffs. So uh, that means quarterfinals will be a best of three, and then semis and finals are both a best of five. And if you guys looked at the master document, obviously every team gets to go against a really, really good team called Bye, and you will always beat them because they're just that good. And
They're
then the
insane.
last, yep, in the last week, week 8 will be a cross divisional week. So that means a Lunari team will go against a Solari team and vice versa. So I'm just going to show you guys the divisions again. So obviously the Lunari division, we have the Fallen Academy, Unlucky Esports Academy, Feed the Dream, Haven, Hyperion Shadow, CB Resurrection, and Same Strategy. And then in the Solari division, we have Rar Gamble, and I don't think we have Rar Gamble anymore, actually, so this might be outdated.
Yeah, they hopped out. They're gone. They're gone.
Uh, Hello, Mr. Sultan. Welcome to.
Hello.
You're really quiet, but okay. So we also have Merciless Esports Frost, Abyssal Emerald, Monkeys in Training, Revolution Esports, Crosspoint Koalamos, and the Big Duck Entourage. Um, let's see. So obviously, we're just gonna jump right into our week 1 predictions. We're gonna talk about the teams, talk about the predictions, and Sultan, I didn't account for him being on the show today, so sorry, Mr. Sultan, your predictions are not on the screen. And obviously, Rar Gamble forfeit their first week, so Matt Pizza is
Yeah.
already wrong.
Yeah, you're already
Yeah.
wrong. What actually happened here? Can you explain to me your thought process of why you thought Rev was gonna drop a game to Rar? Because I mean, Rar's not playing, but it might be interesting to see because we said 2-0. So I want to hear why you thought that Rar could take a game.
Listen, it's the first week. It's week one. Rev, they might not be in the groove right just yet, right? Like Rar, they maybe by some luck they just win, hit the Nexus a few times maybe, and take the game, take a game. But I guess that just never happened as we never saw them on the Rift. So I guess I just started off EDL or EDL just 0 for 1. So ah, yeah.
As always, Matt Pizza is a strong believer in the underdogs, even though the underdogs don't usually win. So, okay, so we'll just go into the next game. So we have Merciless Esports Frost versus Crosspoint Koalamos. And again, Matt Pizza believes in just the other team. So why don't you explain your 2-1 here for Matt Pizza?
All right. So for Crosspoint, right, we have some pretty new players, like right. This whole entire team is new to EDL. So again, firm believer in the underdog story, right? So Merciless Frost, they have good players, right? They have like a full team, and I've never seen them play, but out of the two logos that which I based my prediction on, I liked Crosspoint Qualamo's logos just a little bit better than Merciless Esports Frost. So based mine on the logos and the players. So yeah.
So, Matt Pizza, you're gonna boil it down to logo div.
Logo
Mhm.
diff. Oh no.
All
This is
right,
his
and then
analysis.
yeah, that's a
Go ahead.
real analysis. If you guys remember, again from the first season, we did some analyst stats, and there was someone between me, Clutch, and Matt Pizza. There
Yeah.
was someone that was kind of far behind.
Uh,
Stats.
Listen, if for some reason that we just see an upset all over week one, then we'll see who's talking. Alright. But if there isn't any upsets, then I guess I won't be talking. But
Okay,
oh
Mr. Matt Pizza,
no.
we're gonna hold you to that. So on the other end of the spectrum, we do have Clutch, who voted for a 2-0 for Merciless East Frost. So what's your take on that, Clutch?
Yeah. So, both these teams coming in obviously have not played into EDL, and they are completely new. Now, I believe Crosspoint did play in ZGG, IBS. So they've been playing a bit together. I think it's a little bit of a different roster. They have a couple different players, but they still have some same players from that roster. And Merciless coming into me is a team that I think is like mid tier. I think they're a decent team on paper. They have some good players. Like I'm gonna butcher names by the way, because I don't know how to say names. Brapple, and Feral Rakan in the bot lane. Those two players are kind of going to be like last split, how I said Brave X and what was the support's
Rook
name?
Cauldron. Yep.
Rook Aldrin, how I said those two are like the silent bot lane. That was really good, and they turned out to be one of the best bot lanes in the league. I think these two have the potential to be that. Um, on paper, they look pretty good. They have some good win rates. I mean, this is kind of all off of OPDG because we've never seen them play. But these just give me Rook Cauldron and Brave X vibes. I think these two players are very good and are silently going to carry their team. Now, I'm not saying that the top side of the map is weak for Merciless Esports Frost. I'm just saying that I think these two players are going to stand out, and especially in this series when it's going to be Red Panda and Reximus versus Brapal and Pharaoh Rakan. I think that's going to be the matchup to watch. I think it's going to be really good, but I think Merciless Esports top side of the map, for me at least, is a little bit stronger, and I think that's what's going to give them the edge here, 2-0 in week one.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, just looking at op.gg's, we look at, I mean, as staff, we kind of try to look at, like op.gg's, we look at champion pools and kind of general synergies of what teams could possibly do and go into. Obviously, we don't know exactly, like, and this goes for any team just coming into a new league. Obviously, you don't know what kind of strategies they're going to play with or what kind of players they're going to play around and devote their resources to. But I agree with you, Clutch. I do see a lot of potential in the Merciless Frost bot lane, and I think that'll be a really great just bot lane to watch throughout the season. So yeah, I mean, I guess 2-1 for Merciless Esports. I'm kind of, I don't know. This happened to me a lot in the first season too. I'm kind of on the side of Matt Pizza. Like I like giving a lot of team games. Like in the first season, so many teams were just so close, and it was
Yeah.
like anyone's game. Anyone could beat anyone. So going into this season, I want to believe in everybody. And we do have our special guest Sultan here. I don't have your predictions written down, but what do you think about the Merciless and Crosspoint?
He might be dead. I think he's
Okay,
dead.
guys, Rip Sultan, you guys can see his cool Olaf profile
Yeah,
picture.
the Olaf profile picture. He's chilling.
He really is. But yeah, I mean, I do think it's going to be a close matchup, regardless, at the end of the day. Or I'm going to be wrong, and then it's going to be a 2-0. Could happen.
it could happen.
Could
But
happen.
since Sultan isn't here, I'll take him over to my side.
Oh,
He wants the 2-1. He goes 2-1. It's Crosspoint
that'll work.
Qualamos. Uh,
You're gonna,
thank you very
okay.
Alright.
much.
So you're gonna predict for him, and you're just gonna put your prediction in for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see how that works. Okay.
All right. So we will move on to the next game. We have Abyssal Emerald versus the Big Duck Entourage. And by the way, for all of the teams listening, if you have different abbreviations, just like let me know, DM me or something, or at me and have help.
Yep.
I'll update all of that stuff. And yeah, I guess I'll start off with my prediction. I did guess 2-1 for Abyssal Emerald. Like I said, I think it's anyone's game. Like going into the first week, we don't know much about anybody. Like eventually, you see as seasons go on, people will have more resources poured into them. As the season goes on, people will realize like, hey, our mid lanes are carry, or our ADCs are carry. But going into the season, a fresh season, like we just don't know. And for me, at this point, it's kind of like a coin flip. Like I just don't even know. So I flipped the coin. Abyssal Emerald, it landed on their team. I do want to point out a few names of returning players. Obviously, there was Jason KB, 23. He played a very interesting pick, the Shen mid. I think that was a really fun pick. Obviously, he's
The
not
tech.
playing mid. It was the tech. He's not playing mid this time around. He will be in ADC position. And another player that is returning is Blood Beast. So Blood Beast was actually jungler for the other season. He'll be playing support with Jason KB. So I don't know, this bot lane seems kind of spicy if you ask me. So that's something I feel like I want to watch and keep my eye on throughout the season. And Big Duck Entourage's their bot lane is. I also think their bot lane does look good on paper, but again, I don't know how these players will play. I don't know if they're just gonna constantly be playing weak side. So that's what we'll see. But Abyssal Emerald, I will give you guys my vote in the first week. So Matt Pizza, you voted 2-0 for the Big Duck Entourage on the other side. So what was your thought process?
So my thought process was, all right. So Big Duck Entourage, right? Their top laner, Para. I looked at this dude. This guy is a straight tank player, right? And when I see a tank player, I just go back to our boy Pitiful, right? He was just a fill player, but when he went top, when he played tanks, he knew that he just needs to like impact the team fight. So I'm hoping that Para from BDE will be able to like just pick the Cho'Gath that his team needs, make the plays that allows his bot lane to just get ahead, allows his mid lane to get ahead, and he'll just be the wall that BDE needs. So I'm putting a lot of faith in Para. Hopefully he won't disappoint me.
True, Matt Pizza. If you guys don't know Matt Pizza, he's a very, very, very good Ornn player. I wish I never set it up. I never have the clip set up. I should really
Let's
have it on the go.
wait. Let's
Just
let's
have it
not.
on a macro.
Honestly, I should. So Clutch, you guessed 2-1 for Big Duck.
Yep. So yeah, I said 2-1. I think both these teams are pretty equally matched. I think Abyssal comes in with they have a solid roster across the board. I think Balls, Jason KB, who's JKP 23 now, and Blood Beast are all pretty good players. Like they are actually very, very good players. That we've seen in past seasons. Obviously, Blood Beast is swapping from jungle to support. And that's gonna be something that it's gonna go one of two ways. It's either gonna be the biggest Smurf swap of the century, and this guy's just gonna absolutely destroy everyone, or it's gonna be a disaster, and it's just gonna be like, what is happening? I would say give it a couple weeks before we actually see how he's performing. But Abyssal Emerald here, I think they're taking a risk with Blood Beast going support. I think he is a good player and has the potential to be a good support. For them. And then on the side of Big Duck Entourage, my eyes are on the jungler. I think it's Slightstone, however you say it. I think this guy is going to be a superstar jungler. I think he has what it takes to be a very good jungler in this league. And for me, BDE, I think, has also a very average roster. I think their support's very good, and I think that just in this series alone, I think Thresh is going to be a very contested pick because I believe Blood Beast and hi, I'm Thresh, obviously, play Thresh a lot, so I think that's going to be a huge contested pick in this series. But I think Sightstone, however you say it, very good player. I want to see how he performs week one, and I just think overall BDE are going to be able to edge out Abyssal, but I think it's going to go 3 games, and I could honestly see either team taking it.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Clutch. I mean, we even saw last season too a lot of thresh coming out from people like Pink
Yep.
Penguin, and when you're playing these supports with that much agency and so much potential to set up like just your team for success, I do agree that players like High on Thresh or Blood Beast have a lot of potential to just take their team to the finals.
Mhm.
Yeah, Twitch chat is agreeing with us. You know, support requires no hands, only big brains.
That's pretty true, actually. I have no hands when I play.
And uh, Exonian, you can take Sultan onto your side. You can give him the
Oh.
2-1 Abyssal Emerald prediction.
If Sultan was here, I think he would be kind of offended. He's just like
Oh,
you
no.
can take him, like just have him.
Toxic.
It's kind of
we gotta
toxic.
balance. We gotta balance everything out.
Okay, okay. I see where you're coming from. We will go
Mhm.
on to the next game. So we have the Fallen Academy
This is a
versus
banger.
Hyperion Shadow. So I think Matt Pizza and Clutch are like kind of allergic to my side of the prediction.
Wait, you
I don't
you were
know.
on my side. We were on my side for the first one.
That's
Well,
true.
yeah, so was Matt Pizza, but we both said
Yeah,
2-0.
Matt Pizza's the difference.
Yeah, always.
Okay, so Clutch, you were the only one to guess 2-0 for Fallen Academy.
Yep.
So do you want to enlighten?
Yeah, so the Fallen Academy, I kind of just said YOLO. If I'm gonna pick one team that's gonna 2-0 this week, that's an upset. I think it'll be TFA, I mean, whatever their acronym is. I think that this team on paper is a very good team. Now, they played in ZGG. I believe it was a bit of a different roster because of all the comp rulings and stuff that happened with them. I don't know who's all returning. That's the same, but I think their support's a beast. Elite Omega. I want to see this guy be put on playmakers. I want to see him do things because I've heard the name before. He's been around for a while. And I think he's a really good player, and I want to see what he's going to bring to TFA. And for the side of Hyperion, I'm not saying Hyperion's bad. I actually think TFA and Hyperion are one of the top teams in this division. They're actually both really, really good. And Hyperion, Leper always a big name. Tukamis coming over from Subversive. They have Moonlighted in the mid lane. Like all of these players, besides their bot lane, I've seen before. Their bot lane's a question mark to me because I don't think I've ever seen them before. Now they could have played somewhere else, but I haven't seen them before. I think for me, it's just basically which side of the map can carry harder. Is it going to be the top side for Hyperion Shadow with the stable players of Leper Koopa, Tukamis, Get Moonated, all very strong players? Or is it going to be the bot side for TFA with Queen Frost and Elite Mega in the bot lane, who could be one of the better bot lanes in the Lunari division? So I'm putting my money on TFA's bot lane is going to be able to carry this one. I think Queen Frost and Elite Omega are very good players. And I think that Hyperion Shadow is just going to struggle a bit. Now, I could see it going 2-1. I could see Hyperion winning. This was kind of just the all right, this is my upset for the week. So that's why I put 2-0 for the Fallen Academy.
True, I do agree with you, Clutch. I mean, again, I put this as a full 3 game series. I'm thinking like I don't know, the ball is in anyone's court because like you said, really depends. Like I do think that both these teams have good players in both sides of the like like you said, DFA, like they could have one of the strongest bot lanes with Cross and Elite Omega. Like again, like I said earlier, we're seeing all these playmaker supports, and then it really depends. Just like there are a lot of ADCs that kind of demand a lot of resources for them to pop. Like I
Mm-hmm.
need you to like gank my lane like 50 times, and then
Yep.
give me all of a CS and like give me every single red buff, right? And then if your team succeeds with that kind of strategy, and if you invest your resources into that player and you're seeing them carry, then yeah, by all means continue that strategy. But then you're seeing it depends. Like there are a lot of other ADCs on the flip side where like they don't play a lot of carry, like Jinx or a lot of those kind of hyper carry styles. You're seeing maybe kind of like the Ashe, the Jins, like the utility ADC player, right? And they don't need a lot of resources. If you're Ashe, you just press R, you got the stun and you're useful. So it really depends how TFA and Hyperion play around kind of champion pools and their teammates and that kind of stuff. So on the flip side, why I kind of put some money into Hyperion is because, like I mentioned in my power rankings, they're, I mean, okay, well, this is kind of counterintuitive, but in my power rankings, I did say my player to watch for the Fallen Academy was Reigning Wolves, their top laner, because their top laner plays a lot of more carry oriented champions. Like you're seeing Urgot, like this guy's got an insane win rate on Urgot. You know, I don't like playing against Urgot myself, and if this person's got a 79% win rate on Urgot, like you
Wow.
bet that's getting banned. So it really depends. Like this player also plays a lot of the Aatrox, a lot of. I mean, I've seen Cho'Gath carry games. Cho'Gath is. I mean, Matt Pizza can tell you all about Cho'Gath. So, I mean, again, at the end of the day, it depends. Are we going to be putting Reigning Wolves on tank duty? Are we just gonna make them play Ornn or Malphite or just tanks? And then on the flip side, Hyperion, they have, I mean, Leper Koopa, he does play a lot of some more carry style oriented champions as well, but by means nowhere near the amount Reigning Wolves does. So I'm interested to see like how these two teams, just this top lane matchup, and how the resources are distributed to teams. It could really change how this first match goes. And last but not least, we do have Matt Pizza and your opinion of 2-1 for TFA.
Yeah. So I said TFA because, like you said, Reigning Wolves, he does have those carry top laners like the Urgot, like the Aatrox in his champ pool. And he does have the tank. So he's a really flexible top laner, right? If you need him to be the carry that your team needs, you can. Or if he's just on tank duty, he can. Like he knows what he needs to do. um since this is week one, like it's still that their team is still going to be like, all right, how do we want to play this game out? Do we want to do the carry bot? Do we want to do carry top? Like it's a lot of like finding the groove, finding how the team works best. And I think Reigning Wolves having that flexibility to be both a tank player and a carry player just is very useful to TFA's success. And I mean, I said 2-1 because, like, again, it's a little like trial and error, right? Like we don't know if it's gonna work. If it does work, it'll be awesome. But I by no means I don't think it's gonna be a 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Pizza, I do agree with you. I don't think it's gonna be 2-0 either. I mean, if it was on stream, maybe it was gonna be a 2-0.
Yeah,
For
streamer
all of our
cursed.
returning
Yeah.
players, all of okay, almost all of the season 1 matches on streams were 2-0 up until the last regular week.
Hmm.
Then finals is game 5, 6 hour stream, of course.
Don't even remind me about. Yeah, finals
Oh
last
no.
season we had a full 5 game series. It was like a 6-hour banger stream. I really like man stream prison.
Yeah, you were stuck.
Okay, so we will move on to the next game. We have Feed the
Oh,
Dream
Oh,
we're all
and
on the same
same
side.
strategy. We hate to break it to you, same strategy, but
No, no.
no one is on your side right now. Maybe Sultan. You know, we if I could move
yeah.
his
Well,
Yeah,
portrait and
yeah,
I
we'll
would
put
like
him on
drag
there.
it to
yeah.
like maybe like if I like drag him over to the I don't know. So Feed the Dream, we all voted for them. I did guess 2-1. Like I said, I think it's anyone's game. I think anybody, full 3 game series. But Feed the Dream has been around a lot longer. I feel that they're a more well-known org. I have seen them play. Not this specific iteration of their roster, but I have seen the org themselves around in the IBS streams and IBS scene in general. So I don't know. I think it just comes down to credibility at this point, just like who's kind of more well known. But obviously it's week 1, so anyone's game. So Matt Pizza, you also guessed a 2-0 for
Yep. So the reason I said 2-0 for FTD was, if you look at FTD's roster, right? We have some of the players that I know. We have Mystic Azzy coming back, and we have Demartledge. Now, Merit is like a really good jungler, right? Like a while ago, when BOL was doing their draft league. Was it BOL? No, it was ZGG.
GGG.
Well, yeah, it was ZGG was doing their draft league. Um, we had Merit on our team, and he won it all. And like with
Champion.
that, yeah, and with that, like having played against like better players, I think he has some like he has the insider tech, right? He knows how he needs to play to get his team to win. He knows how to win games, all right? This guy, he's ascended, all right? He's just
He's
stuck.
ascended.
He's
He's stuck
ascended.
in.
Is
Yeah,
he the
he's
head of like I never remember that Yu-Gi-Oh card. Exodia.
yeah,
Exodia. Yeah,
yeah.
Yes. He's the
He's the
head.
fifth. He's the fifth card that FTD
Oh,
needs to win the game, all right? And then Mystic Ozzy is the other one as well.
So there's
So
two
what is?
heads.
there are
There's
two
two
heads.
heads.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
how does that work?
we'll find out.
No.
We'll
Oh
see it
But
in
no.
action.
and also, yeah, I mean, like just looking at the roster, like I think Merit will like. I think Feed the Dream, in my opinion, might be more of a jungle-based roster, right? I think they're gonna play around their jungle. He's gonna be like Zygon, BDN Zygon from past EDL,
Mhm.
right? He's gonna be the playmaking jungler that his team needs.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
that's my take.
mean, you're seeing a lot of Viego who is enabled.
Yes.
Yes, okay. I mean, Viego is once he gets those resets, he's just an R over, and then your whole team is just wiped. Like, what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you, Matt Pizza. There are a lot of returning players on FIFA that I am, looking at. There are a lot of other names. They haven't played in EDL last season, but yeah, like you said, Mystic Ozzy, that's their support. I do remember watching them play and talking to them in the last season. I do think Mystic is a support that's able to make plays. Like they can fill both roles. They can play that, tank engage support, or they can play that, if you just need like a Lulu, right? And then they can also play that role as well. I think someone having that kind of flexibility and that kind of champion pool, like I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm not good at it. Uh, like I just bought Janna like last month, even though I've been playing the game for 6 years. So yeah, like just having those kind of champion pools and having that kind of flexibility, I do think Feed the Dream has the upper hand. And when you are down into like your third game of the series, like sometimes, your comfort pick's gonna get banned, or like the strategy that worked for you like earlier gonna get banned, and then being able to adapt. I think that's something that goes unnoticed a lot and is underappreciated in the IBS scene. So last but not least, you have Clutch with his prediction of 2-0 for FTD.
Yeah. So obviously Feed the Dream been around for a while. Very solid organization, solid team. Their silver team usually always is one of the better teams in every league they play in. They've got a great coaching staff. Sharp Otter's coaching the team. He's a great coach. So they've got all they need to succeed. A lot of the players we've seen before. Obviously, Merritt, Ozzy. We've seen Nerf, Snugglebutt, and ZGG. He's been one of the best AD carries in IBS. With obviously everyone else, kind of ranking out. He's kind of taken that spot as one of the best. And they're going to be going up against same strategy. Now, same strategy, newer org, completely new team. Now, Swan Ronson did play for EOU a while back.
Ronson?
Ranson, I don't know how to say his name.
Whoever,
Swan.
so whoever's listening,
Uh,
we're sorry if we butcher your
yeah,
names. Please correct us.
we,
We will.
we butchered everyone's names.
Yeah, it happens.
But he played for EOYO. He's played in IBS for a while. Now going to be in the top lane. He is a solid player. But everyone else, I don't think I've seen a lot of. Now I've heard a lot about some of these players. Ashabot, however you say it. Their jungler has been hyped up as a very good player. So I think he will do fine for Srame strategy. I don't really know about everyone else on their team. They're kind of question marks to me, and they're going against Feed the Dream week 1, which really sucks because I think if they went against a little bit of a weaker team, they'd have a really good shot at taking them down. But they're kind of going against one of the top 3 teams in the division. And they're going against Nerf, Snugglebutt, and Aussie in the bot lane, who to me might be the best bot lane in this division. So it's going to be really hard for Same Strategy to win. And with them being a newer team, I think it's going to take some time for them to figure out how they want to play and how they want to win. Now, I'm not saying they won't win, but it's just the odds are stacked against them. Um, Feed the Dream just has all the resources, and Same Strategy really doesn't. They're a bit newer, but prove me wrong. Same strategy, just 2-0 FTD. I want to see some upsets. Just coming flying week one. That'd be amazing. But yeah, I think Feed the Dream are going to take this 2-0 pretty easily.
True. I am
Mhm.
remembering. I'm just thinking back again to EDL season 1. We had Subversive Gaming
Oh,
as,
yep.
yeah, that team.
The upset against MIT.
It was okay. So just a quick catch up for all the new friends here. So Subversive Gaming was a rookie team. You know, obviously newer to the scene. They had never really played together like in a competitive scenario until EL, and then season 1, week 1, they were up against MIT. So obviously, spoiler alert: MIT did win the finals. They are the season 1 champions, and I mean, for the longest time, MIT was favored to win, like going into the season. And I'm kind of seeing this same kind of dynamic, that same strategy is looking at when they're looking up a hill. Like they're just, it's like a huge hill they have to climb against Feed the Dream right now. Subversive Gaming, they did win against MIT that first week. So if we see something similar, like, you know, I'm always up for the upsets. But I mean, that's kind of all we have for this matchup. And the next matchup we have is the streamed matchup of the week, which is Unlucky Esports Academy versus CB Resurrection. I was about to say CB Rookie, but CB Resurrection is obviously like a favorite team to win. So CB Resurrection has a whole bunch of the winning roster from MIT from the first season. So obviously you can see our votes are a bit swayed. And I think it's with good reason. So let's start with Matt P. Voted 2-0 for Resurrection.
Yeah. So like the name, it's a really unlucky matchup week one, right? Like they're going up against CB Resurrection, and a lot of their players are like we've seen them, right? We know Chinese Spy. This guy is an absolute beast in the mid lane. We've seen they also have Shadow Stealer, Bird Nurse, Accelerate, and VBU Night Blossom, right? Like these players, we've seen them play in other IBS tournaments, and they're just cracked, right? Like I'm just like I expect to see like Chinese Spy was brought out I think game 4 and 5 of
Five,
finals.
only
Game
five.
5, only
Yeah,
5.
game 5.
Yeah, he was brought out game 5, and that game was so close, but it boiled down to the late game Kale and late game Victor just absolutely just eradicating the other team, right? So I'm swayed. I think Chinese Spy is a really good mid laner to be in an IBS, so that's why he has my vote. And what about you, Clutch?
So I think you guys are putting a little too much into CB. ULE is an insane team. Like, I mean, I probably know stuff that you guys don't know because I believe in like coalition or something. ULE is just slamming teams like left and right with this almost the same roster. Um, and they are just like the best team by far. Now, it's going to be a little different. They are going to get up against CB Resurrection, the previous champs, who are absolutely stacked out of the ass. They have probably one of the best players in every single role. But to say Unlucky doesn't have a chance, I think is kind of criminal. This team is really good. And I mean, storyline, Poopy Head's coming back. And he's on Unlucky
Poopy Head.
Esports. And he used to play for CB. Um, so, you know, he's really going to want to win. He is not going to want to take that L. So I think Unlucky Esports actually have a decent shot. If I think there's any team in this division that is going to take a game off CB Resurrection or even challenge them, it's going to be Unlucky Esports. And the matchup for me to watch, Chef Boy and I think Major Lag against Accelerate and Jelly. Now, I'm not gonna be rude here, but I think this is a pretty big mismatch. I think Poopy Head and Major Lag are gonna kind of have their way with the bot lane. Not saying that Accelerate and Jelly are bad. I'm just saying that I think if anywhere you look on CB's roster, this is their weak point. I think their mid, jungle, and top lane are insanely good and can carry games. But if you are gonna beat CB Resurrection any way possible, you need to target their bot lane because that for sure is their weak point. And I think Unlucky Esports, their bot lane's very strong. They have an overall very strong roster, and I wouldn't be surprised if they took a game, let alone took this series. And this is the stream match tonight. So, what better way to start off the season?
Yeah, I mean, Unlucky Esports, like, we are kind of giving we're kind of underestimating now, I'm imagining. Because like you said, Clutch, like we just look at this guy. He didn't even tell us about this kind of information. He was withholding some of the information from us.
Listen,
He's
I
just
have
kind
to
of
be the best
he's
analyst,
trying
okay?
to be the
I mean,
smartest analyst. Like, why are we making this a competition? We know that Matt Pizza's gonna be last anyway.
Wait,
sure, I should have told you and not Matt Pizza.
Honestly. Yeah, I mean, I'm really glad. So, by the way, guys, this is our stream match again. So, 8 Eastern, kind of tune in. We'll be right here, same place, Elemental League on Twitch.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with you though, Clutch. Like, it's okay. I don't know. I'm trying to remember why I said 2-0 and not 2. I did all of my predictions
Is it
at
just
like
the
2.
name?
I guess.
just think the
I
brand?
did all of my predictions at like 2 in the morning. So, but I do think that like all of the CB players are individually like already really strong. Like you pointed out, like just Chinese Spy, Bird Nurse. We saw those 2 players in the finals of season 1, and just like that mid jungle synergy. I don't know where else you can get that kind of flavor. Just pretty insane. And I do think that this roster of CB Resurrection will be playing around a lot around their mid jungle, and obviously just mid jungle, like they can make or break a game just because
Oh, yeah.
it's like bot lane, but way more influence on the map. So I mean, I am excited to see how the mid jungle duo will be played here. Direction. And then on the other side of the coin, we do have Unlucky Esports. So I don't know exactly how Talon Pogs and Jesus Juice will be playing together. I don't know how much experience these 2 have or what kind of dynamic they have exactly. But I really do think this matchup does come down to the mid jungle synergy. So if Talon Pogs and Jesus Juice can't match up to Bird Nurse and Chinese Spy, then yeah, like the tides are definitely in CB's favor. But again, like I should have voted 2-1, honestly, but it's too late to change my watch. This is gonna like, oh my god, I'm gonna be regretting my prediction. Please don't make me regret my prediction.
No.
CB players, if you're listening, I want to be the smartest analyst this time, please.
Wait a minute, I thought this wasn't a competition and now it is?
It's
What's
always
going
a
on?
What you okay?
it's always a
It's
competition
always a
with
competition.
you. What do you
If you guys
mean?
don't remember season 1, I was actually the smartest analyst up until finals. I guessed
Yeah.
3-2 CB rookies.
Yeah.
Clutch out here guessed 3-2 MIT.
Yep.
And
look
then
who won.
That 5-game series. MIT won the first 2 games, and then CB rookies won the next 2. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be a reverse sweep. I'm gonna be the smartest analyst. Yeah,
Nope,
and then
the raid boss came in.
yeah, and then Chinese Spy, Bird Nurse were like, no, Clutch is the smartest analyst.
And then Matt
So
Pizza's just like, no.
Oh no, Matt Pizza was like in the dust.
Guys, come on, wait. I don't like this. Let's just
Yo,
yeah.
can we get the famous quote when Matt Pizza said Pitiful had 2,000 assists? That was a banger.
True. Matt
Okay,
Pizza is also
listen,
our stat
listen.
slave, by
I
the
think
way.
I think we're done with the stream. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Wait, we're not done yet. We're not done
No,
yet. Whoa!
no, cut the stream. Cut the stream. It's just
Hey,
turning into a
hey,
flaming session.
all right. Are we done with predictions now? Like, is that should be it, right, Exarnian?
Unless Matt Pizza had anything to add.
Did you
Nope.
got anything?
Oh,
Okay.
we'll just put Sultan on the other side for the last two
Yeah,
last
he's just on unlucky side, I guess. We're just
Yeah.
showing him there.
Twitch chat is
Do we
asking us to talk about the UE
wait? Didn't I?
bot lane. I thought we did.
Wait, I thought I did. Yeah, how I said they're really good and that they're gonna kind of walk all over CB Resurrection's bot lane. I said that. I said
True.
they're one of the best bot lanes in the league.
True. Maybe they're like,
but
hating on what I said about mid jungles.
can we all right, so I'm assuming we're done with predictions and we're gonna be wrapping up here soon, correct?
Yeah, I mean, unless Twitch chat had any
Okay.
questions for us.
I mean, I have a question because we did this last split, so I want to do this again this split. All right, boys, you're picking the underdog team. One team. You get to pick one team. You're picking the underdog team that you think has the best chance to win it all. I'm not talking the superstar crack team that's a favorite. I'm talking one that doesn't get talked about a lot, and you're making a case for them to win it all. I don't care who goes first.
Oh, we always have to guess finals and winners. It's so hard. Oh, wait, okay. Are we guessing the two teams in finals or the teams that like?
No, we'll do an underdog team. We'll just pick a team that you think like is underrated and like you're making a case for them that they're gonna win it all, even if they don't win it all, or you actually don't think they will. You're just gonna make a case saying this is how they're gonna win it all, and it's week 0, so good luck.
All right, I'll go first. I'll take a jab at this.
Pizza. Let's do
All
it.
right, I'm saying the Fallen Academy.
Okay, you took my
Fallen
team.
Academy. Whoa! We both. Okay. You know what? I'm
Did we
gonna
all
hold
pick
it.
Fallen as
I'm
our underdog
holding.
team?
No. I'm holding my opinion. Matt Pizza, continue, please.
All right, Matt Pizza, go ahead.
All right. Just looking at all the teams, right? I gotta take out the teams that are like that we know are good. So CB Resurrection, get out of here. Feed the Dream, get out of
CB
here.
Resurrection, get outta
Unlucky
here.
Esports, get out of here with the new information
By
we
the way,
just
guys,
got.
you're hearing it right now, right here. Matt Pizza just told you guys to get out of here.
Get out of here, guys.
Get out of here. MIT, out of here. Rev, out of here. Alright, BDE,
Half the league.
get out of here.
That's
So
Wait,
all the
BD,
teams.
that's like half the league, Matt Pizza. This is not an
Exactly.
underdog story anymore.
No, those are the teams that like for me are like, oh, these are some pretty good
Okay.
teams. I don't
All
think
right, go ahead.
they're worthy of an underdog story, right?
All
They're not the
right.
Chicago Dragons
So-
I'm looking for.
TF
Alright.
Academy. All right, let's hear it.
The TFA Academy. As for the reason,
You
don't
know.
really have one. I'll give you one after they play. So
You gotta give me one
Wait.
now.
That's not how that works, Matt.
Yeah, wait a minute.
um
You picked them. You gotta have a reason for picking them, buddy. Anything, literally anything. You can say
the
their logo's
top laner,
cool.
Reigning Wolves. He plays Aatrox. Aatrox is pretty cool.
Oh,
There you go. There's my
What
there's
the-
my
that's
reason.
why they're gonna win it all because of Aatrox.
Mhm. Because
Okay.
of Aatrox.
You heard it here,
Game
guys.
Dream.
Quote it.
Alright, he's gonna pop out the Aatrox and he's just gonna go. He's gonna shy them. All right,
Oh,
just watch.
What?
the shy. Oh my god. All right, Exernian, you go now.
Okay, this is my super duper hot take. So there's a
Okay.
team we didn't really talk about because they have a bye this week.
That
And-
is. Oh, are you pick? Okay.
You don't even
ahead.
know what team it is, Matt.
I think I did. Well, there's what 3 teams technically.
Yeah, exactly. So you have like a 1 in 3
Alright.
chance of knowing.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Okay. Hot take. Biggest underdog team is going to be Team Haven.
Okay, that's what
Okay.
Subversive 2.0.
That is Subversive 2.0. So they obviously don't have. I remember their starting roster actually. It's basically all of the same except they had Rymaz in the jungle, who is now sub on FP, and their mid laner was Tukamus, and Tukamus is on Hyperion as their jungler. So, I mean, Tukamus, I don't think he is a jungle main, but that's besides the point. So Haven, they have Manami was their jungler that kind of took Rymaz's spot, and now they're in the mid lane. And they have this new player, the Wizard. And, maybe this guy's gonna go abracadabra and they're in finals. I'm just saying. And Subversive, like I said, they had upset MIT week 1. And there was so much potential from Subversive. Like, I remember when I talked to them in podcast I did in season 1. It's just I feel like all of their pieces were like so close to fitting together, but they were just missing one. And maybe the wizard, this is the guy or girl, sorry, and like maybe this is the person that will take them to the finals. Maybe they will be the right piece. And another reason why I believe in Haven is, I mean, obviously they were all in EDL season 1, and when a team sticks together too, even when they like don't have a hot season, because obviously a lot of teams just come and go, a lot of people will just leave after a bad season. But I mean, three-fifths of this team still have their original positions, and I think that's something that probably goes unnoticed a lot. And when teams can stick together and improve, like think about it, they had a whole bunch of season 1 to play together, and they had however long the break was, and now here they are, like they're not at square one. And I think this team will be the underdog. So my eyes will be on Haven. So unfortunate that they are on a bye this week. But yeah, I mean, that's my underdog.
All right, and then I guess it's me now, right?
Yep.
All right. So you guys took literally the 2 teams I was going to talk about. So now we're going to go to my third. I'm going to say Merciless Esports Frost coming in. All right. And this is my reasoning why they're going to win it all. Because I got to give them a reason they're going to win it all. Their bot lane is going to 2v2 kill every single bot lane in the league. They're just going to be the most cracked bot lane. All right. We got Brapal, probably butchered it. Don't care. They'll know his name when he wins the finals. Okay.
Don't care.
Feral Rakan. These 2 players are insane together. They are like Silver 2 and Silver 1, almost like 60% win rate. They're smurfing it up. Okay. You're going to see these guys come in and they're just going to be they're going to be smurfing on every single bot lane. There's going to be some solo bolos, some single dingles in the bot lane, and they're going to carry their team to victory. Now, I'm not saying their top half, pretty good in their own right, but it's all about the bot lane. Merciless Esports Frost, they're just going to slam every team in their way, and their bot lane is going to be the reason why.
Okay, that's a very hot take. I like it.
Of course, we wanted hot takes. I'm giving you the hot takes.
True, fresh off the grill.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, yeah, like underdog teams, underdog stories. You're playing in silver. Like anything can happen in IS. That's all I can say.
That is true. All right, do we got anything else?
We had, hold on, let me look at the. So we had MIT also on a bye this week. MIT's roster is actually quite different this time around. Obviously they still have the MVP from season 1, Merciful Crow, and they have Kilistera also from the first season. So I do think those 2 players are not players to gawk at. So obviously Merciful Crow did win the MVP title, and for a good reason. I think they were a really consistent player. They had a lot of good picks. Like I remember seeing like the Victor a lot and like Nivea. And obviously their jungler, BTS Jungkook. I do know the name. I have played with them before. I do think that BTS Jungkook, obviously they're not Burners and they're not Burners Chinese Spy, but I think this mid-jungle duo on MIT is still something not to turn an eye at. It's something I'm going to be watching quite closely this season.
So I just want to say something because, remember how last time it was like pre-recorded, so like we didn't have any live updates that we could talk about? Well, got a live update for you. CB Resurrection are going to be having an E-sub for today's game. So for the people who voted 2-0, just want to,
He knew this. Let's
I
be
did
honest.
not know. I swear I did not know.
This guy is actually like, do you guys see this? This guy is actually just scripting the analyst.
What do you mean? It's scripted. I have to win.
Goodness.
I'm rigging it.
It's an unwinnable game.
Oh, that's so sad.
It still should be good though, because I think Zell is going support from what I've heard. I think Zell is going support, and this ESA might be going top.
Oh.
Which Zell support.
Oh.
Yeah.
Spicy.
But yeah, I just want to let you guys know because it is live, so I can say this kind of stuff.
I'm being told to change their prediction to EA.
I'm still. I can't. We can't change it.
We can't change it. We gotta stick by.
We gotta stick by it.
graphics are pre-made at like 3 a.m. the prime time. But yeah, I mean, I think you guys are in for a real treat in about 40 minutes. You know, the production, our budget went from 0 to about like
Just zero.
$2. That's
Oh, it went up.
yeah, like you guys see this cool like ripple kind of thing? Zell made that.
Yo, chat, just wait till the stream starts and you see like replays, Exernian's like pulling out all this stuff we've never seen before. She's like, pew, pew, pew. And I'm just like, what is happening? All right. It's going to be cracked. So you better tune in 40 minutes, 8 Eastern. CB Resurrection, Unlucky Esports Academy. It's going to be a banger of a match to start the season off. You got anything else before we go? I don't know if you guys got anything.
Okay, this is my
Yep.
last hot take of
Okay.
the show. Okay, so right here, right now, I think I'm not sure how I'm going to count the point system this time for the analyst predictions. Okay, but if you guess the finalist right now and you get it right,
Okay.
I'm gonna give you like 5 or 10 extra points or however many points.
Right now, wait, are we just guessing like one team or are we guessing both? Because isn't it like cross divisional, so it could be like really weird?
No, you gotta guess the winner of the whole thing. Who gets
Oh,
there?
winner,
Really,
just
really,
the winner.
the
Okay.
winner. Yeah, you gotta guess the winner.
Okay.
And the people who get the super prestigious prize of these very sparkly mystery skins.
The mystery skin. Yep,
Yeah.
seriously. We gotta guess the winner.
Yes.
All right, who wants to go first?
Matt Pizza.
Yeah,
Let's
I
have
knew
Matt
it.
Pizza go first.
I knew it.
I think he should go first.
It's
All
always
right.
Matt Pizza.
I'm channeling my inner Cole, right? I'm trying to read the script, reading the virtual script, reading the EL script right now, all right?
Oh,
And
no.
I'm gonna say a hot take, but I'm gonna say Crosspoint Qualamos.
Oh my god,
What?
this guy.
You guys are hearing it. Matt Pizza said
that's
the
the script. Write it
Crosspoint
down,
Koalamos are
write it
going
down.
to win EDL
Write it down.
Season 2.
Write it down.
Write
I
it
want this
down.
quoted.
It's going in the books. Matt Pizza saying the Crosspoint Koalamos.
No. Are you trying to lose? Like, listen, I love Crosspoint, all great players, but like, unless these people start pulling out something out of somewhere, then I don't know if they're gonna win. You know?
Exactly. They'll pull
So,
out the magic they need.
Matt Pizza, I'll have what you're having. So it really seems like it's working.
Yeah, seriously. Can I have that actually when I cast?
You're already on it.
That's true. All right, Exerny, you want to go or me?
I'll go. Okay.
Okay.
So, my underdogs were Team Haven. I don't know if they'll win though. So, I gotta pick someone from the Lunari division though. I write power rankings for you guys. I just think the banner looks a lot cooler for the Solari division, even though Zell made both of them. It's
Alright.
Okay. I think the winners of EDL Season 2 will be... Alright, find out next time, to be continued. Don't.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Honestly, it's really hard for me to know. I feel like I should just roll a dice or something, but...
Gotta pick?
It's... Okay. You know what? I do think it's going to be the Fallen Academy.
Okay.
That is the hottest take I'm going to make.
Okay, the Fallen Academy's gonna win. Let's go. You guys are picking some spicy teams. All
Don't
right.
let us down, teams.
All right. My team that's gonna win it all. Listen. All right. You guys are picking some spicy teams. You got the Fallen Academy. We've got whatever Matt Pizza picked. Crosspoint Koalamos, who are absolute beasts. Shout out to Barris Jew, by the way. That guy's an absolute beast on the Rift. I can't wait to see him play. But what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go with a team from the Lunari division. All right.
Oh yeah,
So
the better division. No hate, no hate.
All right. And I'm gonna say I think the team that's gonna win it all is gonna be Unlucky Esports Academy. I think they are gonna win it all. I think it's really close between them and CB. Even though I said CB was gonna win today, because I still think they have a good shot at winning today. I think with come time, I think Unlucky Esports Academy are really going to come online because for me, I think they're like the best team, or if the mental's just not there, we could see another roster blow up. I hope it doesn't happen because this team looks pretty good. I'm hoping the coin flips heads, mental stay together, team sticks together, they get really good and they start slamming teams. So I'm gonna say Unlucky Esports Academy.
All right, you guys heard it here and now. We have CP, Kawalamos, TFA, and Unlucky Esports. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's everything we have for the show today. Thank you guys for coming out. It's really fun kind of being up
Shout out Chicago
stage
Dragons.
again. Shout out Chicago Dragons. Yep.
Shout out to Chicago Dragons.
All right, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it was really fun being up here on stage live with you guys. And we'll see you guys in about half an hour. So stick around for CB Resurrection versus Unlucky Esports Academy.
Banger.
It's gonna be a banger series, and we'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.